Well, Kawasaki have finally gone and done it. After literally years of speculation, rumors, and leaks, we have finally had the announcement of the new ZX4R. The little super sports that we've been waiting forever for. G'day, I'm Quackerjack, and a few months ago I made a video predicting that the release of the new 400cc super sports from Kawasaki was right around the corner. We'd had lots of evidence that it was on the horizon, and well, finally, that day has come. The unveiling happened a couple of weeks ago, and since then, the general consensus towards the new machine has been mostly positive. So today, we're going to be going over everything we know about the new bikes, the ZX4R and ZX4RR, both of which are incoming later this year. First of all, let's have a look at the styling. Following the Ninja ZX line of styling, it is extremely reminiscent of the smaller ZX25R, but around the same size as the Ninja 400. This is not a new design, with the aesthetic featuring on pretty much every Ninja that we've seen over the past few years. Interestingly though, if you are after the mean green KRT trim, here in Australia you will have to fork out for the upgraded ZX4RR version, as the regular is only coming out in black. Speaking of models though, there are actually three: the regular, the SE, and the race spec RR. However, currently only the regular and the ZX4RR are going to be shipped to the land down under. Only the SE and RR are graced by that green color scheme, but all do feature the same sharp front end styling, dimpled in the middle with that Ram Air system to help increase power. I think it's a good design overall, if a little safe. We've been seeing this same design pretty much since 2018 when the Ninja 400 came out. So in my prediction, I thought they may have been a little bit risque and included the styling from the ZX10, but clearly not. Also interesting to note is the fact that while it is comparable in size to the Ninja 400, it will be around 20 kilograms heavier, sitting on the road at 188 kilograms wet. And that's mostly due to the fact that it's got that bigger engine with the 2 extra cylinders. Moving on to the engine, and all three bikes will receive the same 399cc screamer of a motor. Featuring a 399cc liquid-cooled inline 4-cylinder engine, the new Quacker will push out a claimed 77 horsepower that goes up to 80 with that previously mentioned Ram Air mount engaged. The real beauty here though is how high and how quickly that little engine will rev, with it going all the way to over 15,000 revs before it tops out. Basically, it'll scream, and it should provide a huge amount of fun for both on track and in the twisties. People have been begging Kawasaki to bring a smaller CC inline 4 to Western markets for some time now, and well, they've finally listened. All of that power should be easier to access on regular roads, which means you're going to be getting a lot more out of your bike. They also claim significant low to mid-range torque, with the official figures not having come out yet. I am really excited to start seeing these things on the road and hearing them zoom past. The smaller ZX25R never did make it here, and I guess that's just because they thought it wouldn't hit in Aussie markets being such a low CC bike. Also note that there are no LAMs or beginner models available of the new ZX4R, with only the full powered versions being available. Now in terms of suspension and brakes, the regular will be rocking Showa 37mm inverted forks with top out springs at the front, with a horizontal backlink gas charged shock at the back. The SE offers upgraded front suspension with more adjustability, while the RR offers upgraded front and rear. As for brakes, you'll be equipped with dual semi-floating 290mm discs with dual radial mount monoblock opposed 4-piston calipers up front, and a single 220mm disc with single piston caliper at the rear. I am super excited to start seeing the reviews roll in for the new bike and see how it fares both on track and regular road riding. I know I'd love the chance to get my hands on one. I'm expecting this thing to absolutely tear the twisty roads to pieces, with even the base model being equipped with some pretty great suspension. Other notes are that it will be coming in with a rider height of 800mm and a forward-facing attack-like position as standard on the ZX line of bikes. You're also going to be getting quite a lot of features, with the notable ones including assistant slipper clutch, the Ram Air system, Nissan ABS, 4 riding and power modes, KTRC traction control, 4.3-inch color TFT display, Rideology app connectivity, including a track mode which lets you log your lap times, and of course fully equipped with LEDs. If you decide to fork out the extra dough and go for the SE or RR versions, you'll also get that upgraded suspension, up and down quick shifter, smoked windshield, USB port, and that KRT trim. Again, the SE version has that upgraded front suspension, while the RR has the upgraded front and rear. I'm pretty happy with the amount of extras that they're throwing on the bike, although I would have liked to have seen them include that quick shifter on even the base model, with them currently saying that it is an optional extra. So what's all this going to cost us? Well, we don't know for sure yet, at least here in Australia anyway. Over in the US, we do know that the RR version is coming in with a price of $9,699 US. Now, considering that over there, the ZX6R comes in at a price of $10,700, we can get an idea that this new bike won't be cheap. For reference, here in Australia, the right-of-way price of a ZX6R is currently $17,728. So my best guess is that here in Australia, the regular ZX4R will come in at a price of $14,500, while the track-ready ZX4RR will be around $15,500 to $16,000. If we look at Kawi's current lineup of Ninjas, that would slot it firmly between the higher priced ZX6 at $17K and the more beginner-friendly Ninja 650 at $13K. So it won't be a cheap bike. But hey, where else can you buy a little 400cc screamer of a Supersports? Nowhere. Kawi will be the only ones offering that, and you know what? Good on them, I say. This bike will pretty much be directly competing with the likes of the R7 and the RS660 in terms of power. But while those are more traditional machines, at least this one's got something interesting about it. The 16,000 rev redline with fun and usable amounts of power behind it should make pinning the throttle on this bad boy a thrilling experience. From what I've seen about the new ZX4R so far, overall I'm impressed, and I'm looking forward to start seeing them in the flesh here on Aussie roads. Do I wish they were a bit braver with the design? Yes. It would have been nice to see them give it a crazier look to match that little engine. Also, if you did have access to the SE model in your area, I'm not sure of any reason why you would go for the upgraded RR unless you were a track fiend. The SE seems to offer pretty much all of the same besides the upgraded rear suspension, and it'll cost less, so if it were me, that's the one I would go for. So what do you reckon of it? Would you get one? Let's have a chat about it down in the comments below, and while you're there, leave any suggestions of bikes you'd like for me to cover next. Also, make sure to hit me up on Instagram at quackerjack_, that way you can get your messages through a lot quicker. Thanks again for watching, guys, and till next time, see ya.